The introduction. The stories in this volume are taken from the Reed book of the Māori mythology. They are all traditional stories that were collected in the 19th and early 20th centuries. I prefer them to call them stories rather than myths and legends. Storytelling is important to most cultures. These stories arose from oral traditions and help explain the world to reinforce more behaviour. Many are instructional, outlining the dire consequences of stepping outside bounds and accepted behaviours such as disobeying your elders or breaking the laws of the tapu. TANIWHA occupy a special place in the Māori mythology. They were ferocious beasts who devoured lazy children and brave warriors alike. Many dwelt in the water, but some lived in caves. Some could travel underground and others could fly. It could take hundreds of brave warriors to choke a single TANIWHA. Some of these TANIWHA could be presented at the appropriate karakia and gifts of food. Even those TANIWHA who had a special relationship with the tribe and acted as a tribal guardian were known to turn bad as if their supply of tribute, usually in the form of choice of foodstuff, was interrupted. TANIWHA were often called narara, lizards, native lizards, all very small in size, were symbols of death and evoked superstitious fear as ill omens. So the idea of the large lizard-like creatures was equally frightening to grown men as to children. Other TANIWHA were more like whales or fish. Ocean-dwelling TANIWHA were known to rescue those stranded on islands and to escort voyage in canoes. Some TANIWHA are ancestors, and they appear in human whakapapas, which is genealogy. Some people, either through their own misdeeds or simply through misfortune, were turned into TANIWHA. Some TANIWHA could talk, and a number had a prediction for taking human women as wives. There are more tales of female witches in the Māori tradition than there are of male ogres. They are simply deeply disturbing in the idea of mothers and grandmothers, usually the nurturers within society, biting off children's heads and running people through with their fingernails. Often with the ogresses and the witches, their true nature is not immediately apparent, and it is initially unknown to their husbands and children until the circumstances arise that cause them to end their presence.